Okay, we're going mountain biking today, and I have several videos on mountain biking, and I like to make videos on mountain biking because I love mountain biking. But today we're actually in our hometown, Dallas, Texas, and I wouldn't really call this mountain biking. I would call this cross-country trail riding. There's a difference between mountain biking and trail riding. And in Dallas, Texas, the trails that you will ride out here are not really considered mountains. We're going to travel over to South Dallas to a trail called Oak Cliff Preserve. Now, this is one of my favorite trails because this trail actually resembles what it would be like if you go to Colorado, let's say, and go mountain biking there. Not to that extreme, but this resembles the closest thing to Colorado. And when I say that, I'm talking about the texture of the dirt, the atmosphere, the trees, and just the scenery that you're in. So I want to go over some crucial points of trail riding / mountain biking, even in Dallas, Texas. This is very important. Let's get on with it, and I'm going to show you what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and look at our bike first. Now, this is a higher end mountain bike, and when I say that, it's got the dual suspension. We got the rear suspension here, and then of course we got the front suspension here. Now, this is a carbon fiber bike. It's a very good bike, very lightweight. Now, the thing that you want to really pay attention to when you're trail riding or mountain biking, one of the things is the air pressure. It's very important that you don't fill your tires up to the recommended air pressure on the tires itself. This particular tire here is 45 psi. When you are trail riding, you want to go ahead and bring that air pressure down to around 18 to 25 pounds maximum. Some people out there ride them at 15 pounds psi because what the deal is, you're going to get a better grip, it's going to control better, and you'll be able to ride more steady when the air is lower than higher. Another thing I want you to pay attention to is this is actually an adjustable seat. Now, I adjust it with this lever right here. You're looking at the seat and it's all the way down. I like to ride with my seat all the way down due to the fact that I can ride my pedals, and this is how you want to ride your pedals right here when you're standing up. You want to be in a nice forward position, both pedals at the same angle, and you want your seat down as low as you can. A lot of guys, and I'm going to show you real quick here, you can see the seat went up. They like to ride their seat all the way up at the top. And this is out here in Dallas, Texas. If you ride the trails out here, you're going to see everybody with their seat as high as they can get it. They're going to be able to stretch their legs out, and they like to feel that seat between their legs when they're hoovering over it. I don't like to ride that way. I would prefer to ride with the seat down where I can hoover over the seat when I'm on incline going downhill. And you want to have your arms spread out to shoulder width. As you can see right here, you want your arm just like that, straight out. You don't want your arms tight into the bike. You want to be able to control it. So these are a wider set of bars, and this is mountain bike issue situation going on. So this is the bike that we'll be taking on the trail. It's got disc brakes, of course, and this bike here is only an 11 speed. It's not a 28 speed or a 39 speed. You can see it's got the single sprocket in the crank here. The crank sprocket's single. And then, of course, that's a 32 tooth crank sprocket. And then we got the 11 speed cassette on the back wheel. So if you were out in Colorado or Utah, this would be your typical mountain bike that you would use. Do you need a bicycle like this in the state of Texas? No, you don't. You don't need this type of bike in the state of Texas, but it's a nice bike to have. Before we look at our safety equipment, I want to go ahead and talk about the pedals. These are spike pedals. You can look real close and see that these are wide pedals and they have spikes all the way around them on both sides. These are very high-tech pedals. These are not cheap pedals, and these are the pedals that I prefer. There's a lot of guys out there that use clip-ins. Now what a clip-in is where it looks like an egg beater. It's not even really a pedal at all. It's just a round egg beater looking type pedal, and it's got a bunch of loops on it, and then on the bottom of their shoe would clip in. If you are not a professional rider or semi-professional and you are an amateur rider, do not use clip-ins. You want to start out with these pedals here, and if you want to go to clip-ins, use those on the street. Get used to them before you start riding the dirt. And then speaking of shoes, you want to wear a nice tight-fitting tennis shoe, lightweight, just like you see here. I bought these over at Walmart, I believe, for $18. I've had them for several years. They work great, they fit my foot good, and they do not slip and move around. That's very important to wear a nice, tight-fitting shoe. Another thing that you want to really pay attention to, and this is the most important thing, is your helmet. This helmet that you're looking at right here is not a cheap helmet. This helmet right here that you're looking at is close to $200 for this helmet, and the reason is because this is actually two helmets in one. If I was going to go to the ski resort, I actually have a removable face piece that goes on to this helmet. Now I want to show you something. This is my wife Minnie's helmet, and I want you to look real close right here. You can see a crack in that helmet, and you can also see right here where there's a big giant scratch, and you can just see that the helmet's been beat. If we look right in this area here, you can see the helmet was cracked in this area too. So it goes all the way up and around. She got in a very serious accident out in Moab, Utah. We were going down a Jeep trail. Her back tire hooked onto a boulder, or a big rock you might say, and stopped her in her tracks and threw her on the ground. If she was not wearing this helmet, she would probably be in the hospital with a concussion or possibly dead. Helmets are very, very important. I like this particular helmet for the reason it's a 2-in-1 helmet, that it's got the clip-in face guard, and also I like this helmet for this action right here. A good sun visor on your helmet is really going to help you out a lot, especially when you are mountain biking, you don't have no shade. The situation is that sun will get in your eyes, you can't see, you're going downhill, bam, boo, bah, you just wrecked, you fucked yourself up, and that's the situation. So always wear a good helmet. Do not go cheap on your helmets. Another thing that we want to look at, which is very, very important, and you can see I have a bag of these, I keep extras, is we got our safety glasses. Do not go mountain biking or trail riding without safety glasses. I don't even street ride without safety glasses. All it takes is a little speck of something to fly in your eye, or a limb off a tree, or a small pebble, and it can blind you and drop you to the ground immediately. So always wear your safety glasses. And then if you kind of look inside my little container here, you can see other stuff that I carry with me. I got a belt that I wear. This is a belt that I use for mountain biking only. I don't want my pants to fall down as I'm riding, my shorts. We got some suntan lotion. Of course, we got some lubrication for our chain. And, you know, just carry your necessities with you that you need when you go out there. Another thing that you might want to think of is if you don't have a water bottle holder on your bicycle, you want to go ahead and get a nice backpack that might possibly have a camelback in it. Now, what a camelback is, this is my wife's backpack, is a backpack that has a bladder in it. You fill it up with water, and then it has a tube that comes up and hooks on. Now, this one also has a bladder. I took it out, and I usually just carry 1 or 2 bottles of water with me, and that's all I need. So make sure that you have plenty of water to drink when you're riding on the trail. One more thing that I can say is important: to always bring your cell phone if you have one. You never know when you're going to get in emergency situations. It's very important to always make sure that you have some way to contact somebody or something to let them know that you are in danger or you are hurt. So Bring your cell phone with you at all times. So now that we went over the basics of what's going on, what kind of bike we're using, and equipment that we need to do what we need to do, let's get out there to the trail. We're going to the Oak Cliff Preserve over in South Dallas, Texas, and let's see what the trail's all about. All right, when you get up to the trailhead, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a map of all the trails. Now they got 6 multi-use trails that you can choose from. And the trail that we will be on to start out with is going to be this one right here. This is the one that we're going to ride, the yellow trail. That's the one that we're going to take. We're not going to ride them all because this is just a little video to show you exactly what this trail is all about. Now, one more thing, if you want to get more information about the Dallas bike trails, visit this website right here, dorba.org or dorba.com, and that'll tell you all about the trails in Dallas, Texas. So this is an overall picture of the Oak Cliff Nature Preserve that you're looking at right here. Very easy place to find over in the South Dallas area, Oak Cliff area. And here's our trailhead right here. So let's get on the trail and do some riding. All right, so as we get on the trailhead, we're gonna wanna have our seat all the way up. Stay to your right over here. Don't go to your sharp left, and then follow the trail right ahead of you. You're gonna be able to follow this trail with ease. You're gonna hit some roots right when you come into the trail. You can see those as we're riding through them. You wanna keep it in an easy gear when you first start out. Once you get going, here's some more roots right here. Let's get through those. Be careful with the roots. A lot of roots in Dallas, Texas, and that's probably gonna be the most dangerous thing that you're gonna come across when you're riding. So this is a nice trail to ride. I wouldn't call this mountain biking by any chance, but it's going to be as close as you can get out here at the Oak Cliff Preserve. We're going to take this nice and easy, nice little coast. Watch out for the rocks. You're going to come around this first corner here, and it's going to cut you off. Because, let me stop right here, I want to show you. Originally the trail used to go that way, but they made a curve that went around this way. So we're going to stay to our left. Now this is a nice little run right here. You might want to have your seat down a little bit low if you have a dropper seat. And then once you come through here, you're going to see that you got a nice ramp. You got to ride up and then ride down. Watch out for the trees. I like Oak Cliff Preserve. Here we go right here. Nice little downhill run. We're going to take it up, watch the roots, and then go back through the trail. So the start of this trail is really nice, but always remember what goes down has to come up. So this is not a all downhill trail. We're going to go ahead and climb this up, and you can see the different terrain as we climb from dirt to rock. All right, I'm going to stop right here because around this corner, you got 2 options. Let's go ahead and walk up there a little ways, and I'm going to show you. You got the wooden ramp on this side, and then you got a nice rocky, down, steep incline on the left. Since I like to ride the rocks, I'm going to stay over to the right. So we're going to get a little bit of speed up, and then like I said, we're going to stay to the right. We're going to stand up. You can see it right there. And yeah, that was some hot dog son of a bitch action. And then we'll get down on the ground here. I want to show you what I just did. You can see that steep drop right there. Okay, we came off the trail, we came down here, almost a steep drop. That's about 2.5 feet, and then bam, right down the trail we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and raise our seat back up for this action. A lot of the trails out here in Dallas, Texas are actually just that, trails. So you're going to actually ride your seat high, being in Texas riding, versus if you were in Colorado or Utah. We're going to coast through this. We're going to bring it around nice and easy. We're not racing. We're not killing ourselves. We're just having fun. And here's a nice drop off, just like that. And we are swinging with the course, having fun. I'm in approximately fourth. I'm riding between third and fifth gear, I would say, depending on the incline. Here's a small incline right here. We're gonna get up that little hill, and then bam, we're gonna go down, and there you go. Stay to the right, and just coast it down the hill. Coast it down, have fun, and stay in control. Here we go, a lot of root action going on. Want to be able to ride through the roots. And be careful. There you go, just like that. And keep on going. Oh, son of a bitch. Woo. There's a little bit of an incline. We're gonna keep going. So we just came out of a woodsy area. Very nice and relaxing. You can see all the pine trees. It's a very, very good day to be riding. It's got a slight overcast, but we came to a small Y in the road, and it's kind of telling you which way should I go. If you come to a Y in the road, always look for the markers. If you don't see the markers, you're basically on your own. So beware and watch for others on the trail as you are riding. So we came out of the woods, and then what we're going to do, we're going to stay to our right and follow this trail around. Now, when we get down here, there's going to be two exits off of this trail over to the right. If you take the first exit, and I'll stop and show you, it's very rough and rocky, and if you're not experienced, don't take it. Keep on going past the first entrance, the first exit, to the second one, and then that's where you want to exit out to go down. So here we go, we're getting back on the trail, just like that. We're going to take this trail, nice little coast action, unless you want to go fast. You're going to come around the corner like this. You're going to see another incline, and you're going to keep on going and just follow that trail. Here's a nice little descent right here. We're going to ride those rocks. I like that. That's fun. And we're just taking our time. We're not in a race. We're not in a hurry. We're getting our adrenaline up. We're making our heart pump. That's the situation here. The key situation is we're exercising. All right. Now, let's look this situation over right here. This is a situation that says, which way should I go? If we come over here, we're going to see that this is made for just a little bit more advance. And you can see the rocks I'm talking about as you ride down. This is the way that I usually go, but I want to show you, the beginner, the amateur, which way you should go. How's it going, buddy?
You okay?
Yeah. That's the rougher side over here.
On this side? Oh.
No, this side's the rougher side.
Oh. What's it do?
I'm just taking a break. This side over here ain't got that. Now, I don't think you want to ride that unless you got a little speed up to roll down it. You better take the long way. You can come over here on the right and go down here, bud. And it goes around all that. It's an exit. You know what I'm saying?
There.
Huh?
If you go through the right side, I think it's easier.
That's the side I usually go through. I'm just sitting here taking a break. That's the easy way over there, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck.
You too.
And that's a good example that if you're not experienced and you don't have the proper equipment, you shouldn't take the rough ride. We're going to take you down the easy way over here. because I don't know if you heard me telling the guy that when you hit these rocky situations, it's a lot better to be familiar with the trail and also have some good speed up so you can roll right over the rocks. And I'd also like to clarify myself, earlier in this video I said pass up the first exit, take the second exit. Well, actually it's take the first exit, not the second exit. Now, one more thing before we get back on our bike. If you come out this way, that's where we just came from, and then you're heading down the trail, you're going to see that there's actually several exits here. We're going to be going this way, of course, but this exit right here, this exit would be an out. This is an emergency exit, which is going to take you up to the main trailhead and going to show you all the maps of where you're at and how to get out of this position. And most trails in Texas have emergency exit signs posted. This trail doesn't, so beware and be cautious and watch all your surroundings. So we're going to go ahead and get back on our bike, and we will proceed down the trail just like this. I got my seat at a semi-height stance. I'm going to ride over all this. There you go. And then we come to this right here. We're going to pedal up that thing as hard as we can. Come on, we can do it. There you go. Woo. So you see, let me get off here. You see, you got to get up some good speed to keep up on this trail. If you can't make that, give it a good walk up, because your legs are still moving, and it doesn't matter if you have to walk or ride, you're still out here doing the job. Here's a nice big hill that we're going to have to climb. Going to get some speed up, and we're going to keep on going, hitting our roots and pedals, and son of a bitch. Woo! You can see the action we got right there. That root hooked me up and I had to stop. But that's all right. I'm still moving, I'm still having fun, and I'm not giving up. All right, we just came in to the sign that's going to tell us where we're going to go. And if you look over there, that's where all them trails mix together and intertwine and let you know where you're at. So once again, we're going to stay on the yellow trail, and we're going to finish that loop out, and we'll see you at the end. All right, what you just saw was the full loop of the yellow ribbon out here at Oak Cliff Nature Preserve. Dorba.org. Check it out. Get your directions when you're here in Dallas. I come out here and I've ridden all the trails, and I will give you a word of advice that these trails right here pretty much all intertwine with each other. So that's a nice angle going that way, and there's a lot of nice trail riding. But if you want to go ahead and get some more extreme downhill stuff and then uphill climb, you're going to want to stay right here on the Orange Trail. And that's what we're going to ride. We're going to go ahead and go on the Orange Trail. So I hope you enjoyed this little video about the Oak Cliff Nature Preserve mountain bike trail, also walking trail. And if you're in the city of Dallas, Texas, and you want a nice trail to ride, come visit us over at the Oak Cliff Nature Preserve, located on dorba.org, dorba.org, and you'll also get a lot of information on all the other trails. And be watching, or if I haven't uploaded them yet, I will be soon, of all the other trails that are located here in Dallas, Texas. And hope to see you soon. Take it easy. We're going down the Orange Loop and have some more fun. I want to give you some wise information. Now, I don't know if you just noticed when I was riding on that trail that my movement of motion became very jerky. I'm going to show you why. And this is going to be the main danger of riding any trail in Dallas, Texas. So I want you to pay attention to the trail here as we come up the trail. I want you to see what's in the middle of the trail. I want you to look at those and look at them good. These are very thick, very heavy root systems that have been exposed from riding over them for so many years. This right here will be your biggest danger of riding on trails in Texas, is rolling over the root system out here. And I'm just going to tell you right now, beware. Beware. Roots are not your friend. So let's get back on our bike. Orange Trail. This is the Orange Loop out here, and join me on all my other videos. I actually have videos on Moab, Utah, Colorado, and other places around the western slope United States. So check them out, subscribe, and I hope that I'm doing something out here to help you understand about mountain bike riding or trail riding or whatever. Can I just say this? Having fun. Getting some good cardiovascular exercise, enjoying the scenery, helping your heart survive longer to make you live longer. I was telling you about my front tire hooking onto a root, and what happened is I ended up flipping my bike backwards because I couldn't control the bike, and since it was on such a steep incline, it made me go backwards, and my leg somehow, some way got wrapped in between the bike frame and twisted my knee so bad that I couldn't even walk for probably 2 weeks. Now, that was 2 years ago. that happened. And I want to show you something here. Just real quick, I'm gonna lean down. I want you to look at that right there. You can see that to this day I still wear a knee brace when bike riding. So that's just a minor injury. Always be aware. Always be aware of what the fuck's going on. Okay, take it easy, be safe, pedal on, and enjoy your life. I'll see you later. Oh man. Wow.